Okay, and we are back from our little break. Okay, so, yeah, you guys get to cleaning top to bottom, bottom to top, and as you're cleaning, Dimsy, you're noticing as you sweep up some of this thick dust off the floor that you come to a spot where your broom kind of catches on the floorboards, and as you tug it, a section of the floorboards like rise up and then drop back down.
Loose panel. Oh,
Can I roll on to see if I heard that?
You probably did if you're in the same room. It's just this sort of hollow thump.
Is that a secret layer I hear?
it's a loose panel, and I'll lift it up just to see.
Okay. Yeah, you lift it up and you see the top of a ladder that goes down into what's apparently a basement under this house.
Ooh, a ladder.
Dibs on the secret layer.
Oh, suddenly you like the house now?
If it's got a secret layer, yes.
So well, you can go down first then.
All right, I will do that.
The second he's clear, I'm locking him down there.
Hey, I got fire spells. I know how to get out.
Okay. It's completely dark down here, but you have dark vision. So you're able to see around. You don't really see anything down here, just a thick layer of dust coating the floor.
How big is the room?
It is approximately 20 foot by 20 foot.
I will once again yell out, "Dibs!"
Okay. So are you going down to explore your new dibsed area?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Should we come down?
You guys can come under my pad if you want.
As you set foot on the cold, hard stone bottom, your foot is kind of cushioned, and this little poof of dust comes up into the air, and just gently settles back down again after.
Climb on down as well.
Okay. Dimsy's sort of the same thing as you step off. There's this little poof of dust. It comes up and it tickles your nose.
Yeah.
Is there room down there for me?
Sure. I'll cast light on something.
Good, I'll need that. So I'll come down.
Okay.
I cast light on my staff, I guess.
So you come down the stairs, and when you do, there's an even larger poof of dust, and it sort of ripples out from where you land, almost like the surface of a still pond. And then, so you're casting light, you sort of shine it around, and you notice these ripples begin to sort of agitate as the surface of the dust begins to wibble and wobble in an unnatural way. And then, rising up from out of this dust, you see all of these little creatures begin to take shape. They've got long, pointy noses and tiny horns sticking up over the back of their head and thin wings, and they just seem, as they rise up, the dust sort of gets sucked up into them.
Fireball at Dimsy.
Alright, everybody roll initiative for me, please.
You're welcome, guys. This is all me.
Jim, do you have to get off his horse? Oh.
Alright.
So I will be going first.
Fireball on Dimsy.
Sure.
Dead guy.
Dead guy still there.
Yeah, I'll remove dead guy. Holy crap, you got a 1 on your initiative, Baragon?
Your first roll
Holy
is the worst.
crap.
It's Traffic 2.0.
Hey, look, you can only get better from here.
I clearly have the best initiative out of everybody.
Hey, don't feel too bad because didn't somebody roll a negative initiative?
Yeah, one of
Yes.
the dwarf paladin NPC you guys encountered at one point.
He was
What's so
amazing.
horrible?
Hey, he was still better
All
than
this-
traffic.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, quit talking about our friend like that.
Yeah,
He might
I
not have
missed
been
as
able
much
to hit
as you
anything.
do.
But he was a good meat shield.
That's all
He was
he
a
was
good
good
guy.
for.
And when he hit with that crazy light thing, that shit hurt.
When he hit with it.
Yeah.
He only had to hit once.
Oh god. Demons.
There's not that many.
There's not that many. There's not that many.
Okay, so let's get this on stream here real quick. All right, so yeah, all of these little like dust creatures come rising up from the floor, and they need to roll initiative. Okay. All right, Dimsy, you get to act first.
Oh, yep. Fireball centered. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fireball. Woohoo!
Kaboom!
Okay. I'll just make one saving throw for all of them.
This could be awesome or horrible.
Very
It's
awesome.
the,
Not very
AoE.
horrible.
Okay.
That's 20 foot, so they all get hit.
Holy shit.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
They all die.
oops.
Oh, I died too.
Dimsy and Phalos
Got
disappear
poked
into
up.
an alternate dimension. It was 28. That is ridiculous.
They all absorb the fire and get stronger.
Okay. So yeah, they explode, and I need Dimsy and Alkir to make Constitution saves for me.
Burning dust.
Ah!
Oh, God. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Just this blast of flaming dust comes at you guys, but you're able to shield yourselves, and you cough a little bit, but yeah. Some cinders settle down to the floor.
Charcoal.
Baragon, you're upstairs. You just hear this boom and this flash of light come up from the basement.
Now that's my kind of party, guys.
Singed dust comes up out in a mushroom
So yeah, you
cloud
can have
about-
this room out here, and I'll just,
Hell yeah, I want the imp room.
It's all yours, buddy.
And thus forth, Alkir's nickname shall be the Imp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll try and examine where they came from, and it's quite odd that there's a bunch of imps down here.
Okay. Make an arcane check.
I can't now.
Okay. Yeah, you think these things were dust mephits. They're tiny little elementals made of dust.
So they were dust bunnies.
Gross. Creatures made out of dead skin.
Like it's any worse than zombies.
So yeah.
Mm.
Best be
So-
glad they weren't vomit methods.
Do I know how they're made? Like, are they have to be kind of summoned, I guess?
Yeah. Just because, sort of the standard way elementals are typically like summoned. So
Hmm.
Someone maybe foolishly summoned some dust methods.
Okay.
Neat.
Is there anything else down here we can see?
No, nothing else of value. It's just an empty stone basement.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is your room now. I pat his shoulder and I go back up the ladder.
Yep, back to cleaning.
Yeah. Okay.
If,
Yeah. You sort of spend the rest of the day. Sun starts to set outside, and you get the place cleaned up decently enough. So it's no longer dusty. You're no longer in danger of having a hay fever attack by sleeping here overnight.
my allergies are good.
Now, all we need is
It's fine.
bedding.
Yeah. You guys probably have like bedrolls as part of your standard adventurer's gear. So you can sleep on those until you get actual beds. Or you could go back to the tavern and try and find a bed there.
Nope. Too expensive.
I
We're gonna go back and
Plus, I've been sleeping on the floor there anyway, so.
try and seduce the
Give
the
it
barmaid
up.
once more. No,
Okay.
but this time I have the advantage of the imp pit.
Okay, so for the third night in the row, you patron the squeaky weasel and make your charisma roll.
She still hates you.
Bam!
Oh my god. Rolled something.
Better. Okay. Yeah, you begin to impress upon her your tale of how these 10 dust methods surprised you, and you defeated them with a well-placed magic spell, and she begins to take a bit more of a liking to you.
He did nothing.
Hey, I invited Dimsy down to do it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Saying
Got
I
your
did
friend
something.
to do it for you.
Okay.
Hey, a good leader delegates.
He's gonna punch you.
That's one hell of an excuse.
So, anyway, she introduces
You're lucky I'm
herself.
not there.
She introduces herself as Mara. And, she lets you kiss her hand. And
Excellent.
so, was that the extent?
I will. I'll hang out with her for a little while, but I will come home.
Okay. All right.
Got to
so,
keep the mystery going.
Exactly. So you guys have a home now. You have a little base of operations. Alkir's, working on getting a girlfriend. Things are looking up for you guys as dawn rises the next day. So, what do the four of you want to get up to today? It's now the 20th of the month of sowing.
So I'll talk to Berrigan. I say to Berrigan,
Go ahead.
you should come to the Mercenaries Guild and get signed up.
That sounds like a grand idea. You gonna lead the way?
Yeah, sure. I was going to have them want to come with me.
Is it just gonna be us?
Just us
Probably just
two?
you two.
Okay. Yeah, you two go to the office of the Mercenaries Guild, and you get Baragon added on under you guys' charter. So he's now a part of the Undesirables and can do mercenary missions with you guys to get paid.
Cool. Unless there's any work.
Yeah. Marquis, what are you up to today?
Gonna go shopping and find a door. We need one.
Okay. So you go looking for a carpenter's shop. And what sort of door are you in the market for?
Something big, bulky, and solid. Some sort of, added security rather than a flimsy wooden POS.
So like a solid iron door?
No, just like a nice, thick, well-built wooden one.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a carpenter who has a door, and let's see. It's probably not something in the DMG. I'll just say that a door will set you back 2 gold pieces.
Sweet. Done.
Okay, you get a door.
Yay.
Do you then go home and install the door?
Yeah.
You know how to install a door, right?
Can't be that hard.
Just make sure the hinges are on the inside.
Don't tell me what to do. Go back to cleaning your hole.
Alkir, what are you up to today?
I'm gonna go. I'd actually go to the mercenary place with them, but I'd be looking for work.
Okay. The guy who's up there at the counter of the Mercenary Guild says he doesn't have any work for you guys today.
Well, shit. If that's the case, non-humans are allowed out and about in the other parts of the city, right?
Sure.
All right, well then I'm gonna go shopping around there, just browsing, kind of getting a feel of the city.
Okay. So you guys
Casing
are,
things.
currently based in...
I'm gonna find out, what places might be good to steal from eventually.
Okay. Make a quick investigation check for me. We'll see how you do at casing places. But the way the city's laid out is there are 4 quarters. You guys are in the northern quarter, is where your house is. And to the east is the quarter that opens up to the Great Trade Road. It's a lot of storefronts, merchant shops, etc. To the west is a harbor that opens up over the lake that connects to the Green Snake River, which is the main tradeway into Helgravia and Revenskirn. This is also known as the Temple District. This area of the city is dominated by the Church of Tiberius, which is this huge Gothic cathedral that towers over pretty much everything else in the city with the exception of the castle itself. And there's a bunch of other smaller temples to other various gods in this quarter as well, which is where it gets its name. Other than that, there's some more well-to-do, sort of expensive housing. And this western quarter is where most of the wealthier people live. So this is where you're going to find the best target-rich environment for marks.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So I got 17.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, as you're walking down the streets of the Temple Quarter, you're doing your thing where you sort of keep your hat down, covering up your ears so it's not as obvious that you're an elf, and sort of mixing in with the well-to-do human society, taking a look at how everyone's dressed, where they carry their coin purses, etc., and taking a look at the houses and just assessing their sort of security. Being the wealthier part of town, these houses are much better constructed. They have nice, thick, solid doors, latched windows. It's clearly designed to be a much more defensible and harder to break into than homes in other parts of town.
Sweet. That's exactly the kind of place I want to go to.
Okay. Make a quick charisma check for me while you're at it.
But I'm not trying to hit on anybody here.
And they're trying to hit on you.
Yeah, that probably means I'm going to pass it now, isn't it?
Probably.
Or you're just going to get straight kicked out.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's all you get to, or get to see.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Yep. So after the door is installed, Marquis, what are you up to today?
Well, they weren't able to find work in the Mercenaries Guild. Doors installed. I'm going to go shopping for furniture from my part of the house.
Okay. And Dimsy and Baragon, what do you guys get up to after going to the Mercenaries Guild?
Baragon will have had near zero knowledge of the town. The quarter that they're in, I will have assumed that he's been to the tavern at least once. Yeah. So he knows where that is, but other than that, he really hasn't gotten around town quite yet. He just kind of came in, barreled in, drank himself stupid, and then headbutted a door and fell asleep. So I don't assume that he would really be up to too much. Maybe he might ask everybody where he could get some gear? Question mark.
Okay. Dimsy, are you helpful with him finding some gear?
Yeah, I'll help him find something. So, what are you kind of looking for? Some armor?
No. Armor just encumbers me. Maybe a sharper axe?
I think I saw a blacksmith around here somewhere.
Okay.
Try and go to the blacksmith again.
Okay, so you're heading back to the smith shop in the northern quarter. Okay. Yeah, as you open up the door, you just see this, big shirtless half-orc leaning over a forge, working on what looks like a piece of metal for a sword. And he, wipes the sweat from his brow and puts the blade aside and asks, "What do you want?"
I'm looking for something nice and sharp to cut people with.
Oh, I got that. What's your preferred weapon? Swords, axes, daggers, spears?
I'd prefer a nice big axe. That would be nice.
Just so happens I have this nice, shiny great axe. He pulls it out from under the table, and it's nicely polished.
Somehow I knew that was going to happen.
Cut off a troll's arm, it did.
Yeah, this one's
I've seen
called.
that before.
This is a special axe. It's known as the Trollbane.
Sweet.
I look it over. I'm like, I think I've seen that before.
How much do you think that's going to run me there?
Well, for this beauty, 45 gold pieces.
Oh, 45 gold pieces? I don't... it's quite nice. Trollbane.
Then again, this is a big axe. Maybe a little too big for someone your size.
Baragon will have kind of taken a step back and looked up at him. You sure about that, buddy?
I could be wrong.
Though I do think you're right, and Baragon would actually probably look down at his battle axe and look up at it and go, on the other hand, it might be just a little bit too big.
Yeah, I sort of figured. Takes it, puts it back under the counter. Well,
Damn.
You're the.
It's close.
I was really hoping he's going to buy it and bring it back.
So.
What's that? Is that axe a boomerang? Like, what's going on here?
You look like a rough and tumble type. I see you got a shield you're carrying there. I guess you want something more wieldly with one hand. Am I right?
Preferably, yeah.
Let me see what I got here. Oh yeah, special piece. And he reaches back to a hand axe. Or not a hand axe, but a battle axe. It's mounted on the wall behind him, kind of a showpiece. And as he pulls it down, it catches the light just right, and it glimmers off the edge. And you can see that the head of it is inscribed with the image of like an eagle with its wings spread and its head turned to the side. And there's writing, inscription on it along the blade in elven runes, rather. It says, "Now this piece, I won't lie to you, cost me a pretty penny. But it's not your ordinary battle axe. This special piece. And I'm not sure if you're able to afford it. But trust me when I say, carrying this into battle, you'll be a foe to be reckoned with."
Before making a decision, I think it would want to be a little bit more educated. And I do know Elvish, so do I know what the inscription says?
Okay. Yeah, he lets you take a closer look at it. It says...
I was kind of hoping that after the remark about his size, that he'd say, "Oh, I got just what's for you. Little Lord Wimpy's baby first hatchet."
Hang on here, I gotta find it. Okay. It's inscribed in Elvish the following. It says, "My name is Xan Guzan, Blood Drinker. Won in glory by the Pitmaster, I rend armor and splinter bone. As I am fed, the stronger I grow."
That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, naturally, Baragon's gonna get really hyped about this, and he kind of hands the sword back to the orc, and he says, "Oh, this is so beautiful, but I really don't think I can afford it. Well, what is this gonna run me?"
"Well, this fine piece would set you back 120 gold pieces."
And so Baragon doesn't have but a pouch on his belt, and he kind of digs through it, and he goes, "Ugh, I don't think I can afford this one."
That is a shame, my friend." He puts it back up on the display.
Dimsy will stroke his beard and just think.
Okay.
He's not going to say anything right now. He'll
Takes him a while.
take
No.
a while. Yes.
Okay.
But I know exactly what he's thinking. He's thinking back to the con, in which we convinced somebody that the item I wanted was cursed.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Yeah. Other than that, he pulls out... let's see, he's got some other items you might be interested in. He pulls out a Morning Star. It's a nice big heavy weapon with a spiky ball on the end of it. And he's got a war pick, which is sort of like a pick with heavier, stronger, slashing end on one side, pounding end on the other.
I'll say to Berrigan, maybe you should come back another time. We'll get you something.
I think he'll agree to that. He's got his trusty battle axe. He'll be okay.
Okay. Thor will put his wares away and says, "Well, at any time you find yourself with the gold and you want to come back, yeah." And he just goes back to working.
So yeah, we'll head off back, I guess.
Baragon doesn't have
We'll get
anything
you
else to do.
something.
Okay. So you guys head back to your house. Alkiro, you're heading back from surveying. And you guys just encounter Marquis. Marquis, what have you been out buying? Are you, carrying a bed?
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
How much did that bed cost me?
Get the bed sets you back 10 gold pieces.
I just look over at them and go, totally worth it.
So yeah, you guys just encounter Marquis carrying a bed over his shoulder.
Okay,
Where do you take it? Are you claiming
we have a cot.
one of the upstairs rooms, Marquis?
Yep.
Okay. So you carry it up, put it in your room. This is mine. My space.
Yes.
Okay.
Carve my name into my bedroom door with one of my nails.
The R is backwards.
I don't care.
Roll a literacy check.
How do I spell my own name?
I don't even have that skill.
Okay. You all get back. It's about noon, so you can grab something to eat. And as you are eating, there's a knock on your newly purchased and installed front door.
It breaks.